In a shocking global revelation, secret documents related to US financer and convicted sex offender Jeffrey Epstein has sent shockwaves across the world. Welcome back, viewers. You're watching The Savera and I'm Shefali. The US Justice Department released nearly 3 million pages of files on January 30th, exposing a sprawling network of abuse and implicating some of the world's most powerful individuals. These documents contain the names of politicians, diplomats, billionaires, and even royal families, along with emails, flight logs, and contact records. Estimates suggest that 700 to 1,000 influential people are mentioned in these files, many of whom are now under investigation. Among the high-profile names appearing in the documents are US President Donald Trump, former President Bill Clinton, and Hillary Clinton. The fallout had been swift, especially in Europe. More than 15 senior officials across 10 countries have resigned, with Britain witnessing the highest number of top-level resignations. In the UK, former Ambassador Peter Mandelson, advisor Edmund Perry, and Prime Minister Keir Starmer's Chief of Staff Morgan McSweeney all stepped down. Across Europe, Slovakia, Sweden, and Norway had seen senior diplomats resigning or being investigated following incriminating emails and communications revealed in the files. Governments across the globe are now scrambling to contain the political and diplomatic embarrassment. In the UK, Prime Minister Starmer issued an apology, while Britain police has launched a fresh review of Prince Andrew based on new information. In Norway, Ambassador Mona Juul has been suspended, and a corruption investigation has been initiated against former Prime Minister Thorbjørn Jagland. France, Poland, Latvia, and Turkey had also launched investigations into potential official complicity in Epstein's trafficking network. Prominent figures implicated have publicly expressed regret. Crown Princess Mette Marit of Norway issued a statement, and Bill Gates resigned from the foundation's board, acknowledging interactions with Epstein. Former Israeli Prime Minister Ehud Barak also clarified the circumstances of his inclusion in the records. One striking revelation: Donald Trump's name appears more than 38,000 times in the Epstein files, including multiple trips on Epstein's private plane, the infamous Lolita Express, and appearances on guest list at Mar-a-Lago. The Epstein network were not limited to the United States. Investigations suggest a global organized trafficking operation involving wealthy and influential figures from at least 15 countries. Here's a brief timeline of the scandal. 2005, the first complaint was filed by a 14-year-old girl in Florida, leading to testimony from 30 minor girls. 2006 to 8, Epstein received a controversial plea deal approved by US prosecutor Alex Escota, sparing him a federal trial and giving him a 13-month sentence with work privileges. 2009 to 2015, Epstein continued his network activities despite ongoing evidence of sexual exploitation. 2017 to 2018, the hashtag #MeToo movement retreated investigations into Epstein's network and high-profile connections. 2019, Epstein was arrested on federal sex trafficking charges but died under suspicious circumstances in jail, officially ruled a suicide. 2020 and 2026, following a court order, nearly 3 million pages of documents were released, triggering a global investigation. But who was Jeffrey Epstein? He was a millionaire financier from New York with close ties to politicians and celebrities. Convicted in 2008 for soliciting sex from a minor, he served 13 months in prison. In 2019, he was arrested for sex trafficking but died before standing trials. His associate, Ghislaine Maxwell, was convicted in 2021 and is currently serving a 20-year prison sentence for his role in his crimes. The release of the Epstein files mark a turning point in global accountability, revealing a web of influence, abuse, and cover-ups that span continents and threatens to reshape political and diplomatic landscapes worldwide. Stay with us as we continue to track the resignation, investigations and fallout from the Epstein's revelations in the coming days. That's all for now. Stay tuned to the Savera, download the app and follow us on various social media platforms.